Facebook is coming to an end as the founder renamed the company to Meta, with the ambition of opening a virtual universe for users to experience, amid criticism of the social network following a series of scandals and unresolved issues. Test development strategy and new experience, facing the risk of being overshadowed by other appealing apps like TikTok and Instagram, especially as the platform. So, what is the metaverse? Can it help Mark Zuckerberg maintain his dominant power as he has over the past decade? Ultimately, what is Mark's calculation behind the plan he describes as the ultimate goal of this technology? The first person to conceive of the metaverse. Meta. Snow crash. The development of the internet and smartphones created a flat world with 2D screens. Metaverse is the next destination, turning everything from 2D to 3D. The key difference is that Meta not only allows users to see, as we do in apps, but also to feel, share space, and sensations in the metaverse. It is a space for invention and innovation, both technologically and socially. There, businesses, entrepreneurs, ordinary people, and even criminals can go to have fun, make money, find friends, and do all that humans can imagine or not, ultimately escaping their real lives. To visualize what Mark Zuckerberg is about to do with Meta, i.e., with us, the novels of Neal Stephenson are the key. He is not an ordinary writer with vague fantasies. Stephenson has a significant influence on major tech giants. Strangely, most of what he wrote has become reality in the digital world we live in today. The technology prophet. Snow crash. Snow crash. For nearly 3 decades, Stevenson's novel has reflected an obsessive passion with digital currency, social architecture, and technology of a post-government world and Asian culture. In 1995, over a decade before Bitcoin's birth, Stephenson published a novel describing the core concepts of digital currency. He also imagined technologies similar to AI-powered voice recognition applications. Stephenson created a tech culture we are actually living with, from iPads and AI assistants to private space races and virtual reality revolutions. Stephenson is not merely a dreamer of the future. He is a prophet of the present, a virtual architect of ideas that shape the world. Stephenson's idea is that the internet would be a virtual space where people can meet and do anything. The internet is not just a technology for delivering and organizing information. It is a whole new world existing parallel to and ahead of this one. One of the most prominent features of this place is that it will allow users to reinvent themselves, becoming better, stronger, and more unusual than in real life. Citizens of the metaverse carry the design of digital avatars, including stylized characters they control. What Stevenson understood before most people is that the online experience allows anonymity and escape from physical constraints. Being online frees users to be someone different from who they are in real life. This is exactly what Mark envisions for the future virtual universe. After all, Stevenson was steadfast not only about how technology could evolve but also about cultural changes from news and social media and the social structure in the other world. People's names can become someone else, and they can become a different person. Stevenson's works are not just prophecies of future technology. They're a science fiction experiment on the evolution of human culture. With Meta, Mark Zuckerberg realizes what Stevenson prophesied about the future virtual universe. Will it be a digital paradise or a disaster? In June 2018, Facebook's Oculus brand executive Jason Rubin sent an email to Facebook board member Mark Andreessen with the subject Metaverse. Facebook began considering the Metaverse concept as a way to attract general users, because virtual reality VR was not widely popular. In a 50-page document outlining the strategy to build the super virtual universe, Jason Rubin believed Meta is the strategy to overcome consumer indifference to VR. The concept of virtual living in the Facebook era is insufficient. Mark Zuckerberg wants to bring billions of users to do everything, from entertainment, shopping, learning, etc., in the super virtual universe. Meta promises to open a new space, capable of dominating in the coming decades. There will be virtual people that users choose to marry while spending as little time as possible in the real world with flesh and blood humans. With the ability to simulate and create a virtual world far beyond reality, Meta opens endless potential with applications for learning, entertainment, business, work, virtual pets, virtual weddings, travel, and meetings. So attractive and immersive that users will find Meta much more convenient and enjoyable than real life. Even when users log out of this virtual world, life within it continues to operate, unlike current games that pause. I can log into Facebook multiple times a day as a real person, but I will live in the metaverse, work in the metaverse, and likely prefer my time there over my daily real life. With the ability to connect anytime, anywhere with everyone, this super virtual universe will be like a second world. It expands across all senses, including vision, sound, and touch. Users can immerse themselves in fully 3D environments whenever they want. Of course, Mark won't tell you that the ability to replicate everything includes the bad, such as violent games that feel as real as in real life. If online games today cause terrifying consequences for youth, in Meta, users don't just play on a screen but actually become the main character in it. Mark does not mention the consequences if users master violent experiments, murder, and other outrageous crimes, such as manufacturing bombs, chemical and biological weapons. Terrorists will also find it easier than ever to set up terrorist training camps and test destructive plans. From the virtual world, the path to becoming a criminal in the real world will become much simpler. Shocking and horrifying. According to Mr. Rubin, to succeed, the metaverse must be truly terrifying, ambitious, and bold. It has the power to change lives so profoundly that Facebook's engineers must be in awe. If the metaverse we intend to build does not scare us, then it is not the metaverse we should build. It is not what customers want and therefore meaningless. Mark's entire attention is directed toward the metaverse. Mark uses the mathematical infinity symbol for meta to talk about the ambition of virtual reality, not an infinite home or office. When virtual reality devices are as ubiquitous as Wi-Fi is today, users will never have to delay the experiences that the virtual reality world offers. When the virtual world becomes more beautiful, perfect, and vivid than reality, it could completely replace the changing world. And as people become more satisfied with experiences in a virtual world, they lose the ability and need to experience nature and spend time living in a real world. And is this another purpose of Mark and the Metaverse beyond changing entire habits, behaviors, and controlling human brains through virtual reality? Most of human life will be tied to the virtual world for its convenience. That means you have lost your real, everyday life. The Metaverse will be the biggest revolution in computing platforms the world has ever seen. Bigger than the mobile revolution and the situation revolution. And this is the best life for humanity. Humans will enter a new era where they're completely dependent on virtual reality. They become a character in a giant machine created by artificial intelligence, algorithms, and code. Eventually, humans will no longer need the real world. They will set the situation with humans. And humans will become a truly natural person. Facebook's virtual universe closely resembles the world in the 2009 release movie Sword Art Online. It tells online gaming technology in 2022, enabling virtual characters to become. The main character, Kirito, along with over 9,000 people, can help humans become a person. Facebook's virtual universe closely resembles the world in the 2009 release movie Sword Art. The truly natural person, humans will become a truly natural person. Facebook's virtual universe closely resembles the world in the 2009 release movie Sword Art. The truly natural person, humans will become a truly natural person. Facebook's virtual universe closely resembles the world in the 2009 release movie Sword Art. The truly natural person, humans will become a person. Facebook's virtual universe closely resembles the world in the 2009 release movie Sword Art. The truly natural person, humans will become a person. The truly natural person, humans will become a person. The practice of the truly natural person, humans will become a person. Tax evasion, copyright infringement, causing harm to employees. Tolerating misinformation about genocides. Election interference, suppressing free speech. A series of issues related to harmful nature. Fake news, algorithms inciting hostility. And Facebook's manipulation tactics. However, while enthusiastically announcing a rebranding plan, Mark Zuckerberg did not mention any mistakes or apologies to billions of users for what Facebook has caused. He even emphasized that we have been and are doing good things for this world, as if he is the dominant force on the internet. Zuckerberg's firm vision for the so-called metaverse. While societies worldwide are struggling to mitigate the countless harms caused by his platform, only shows how out of touch Facebook has become with real people. Mr. Imran Aman, CEO of Metaverse, resisting the digital hatred that has been mentioned. Could the virtual universe become Facebook's new exclusive space? In the context of the company facing monopoly-related scandals, despite trading privacy for revenue and profits. Mark always said that his company is different in that they create technology to connect people with each other, not for people to interact with technology. The truth is that people have become more enslaved to Facebook than ever, and are also Facebook's customers. Don't listen to what he says, but watch what he does. Is perhaps the most profound lesson for participants in his social network, and whether the promises about Metaverse are as false as his previous statements. Is the other world heaven or hell? Meta is a prefix in English meaning beyond or change. Metaverse refers to the world beyond the real world. After navigating the real world for over 10 years, Mark wants to go further in his ambition to dominate a human real world by bringing them into the virtual world, where you will have complete control according to rules he creates. It not only brings a new experience, but also creates a new world both literally and figuratively. At the 2016 World Mobile Congress event in Barcelona, Spain, journalists captured the moment all guests were wearing VR glasses, completely unaware that Mark Zuckerberg was passing by them to go on stage. This is a shocking photo, revealing the calculating nature behind Mark's ambition. Users were immersed in the virtual world, and only Zuckerberg remained conscious in the real world. The user comment under Mark's post about Meta was as follows: "With all the fun, I hope people don't forget we are human and need personal exchange, handshakes and hugs. This is something that cannot be done in the virtual world. Moreover, all of this should not lead people to self-isolate at home and avoid real life and the surrounding environment. The green revolution that Mark is initiating will open a new era, bringing humanity into a virtual universe. Will it be heaven or hell for humanity? The answer is probably both. Perhaps only God knows his plan before we realize it. But is it a coincidence that Mark announced the Meta Virtual Universe plan at the same time the Truth Social Network was born? In essence, will you choose to enter the world of Meta or Truth? For the most objective view, boldly share your perspective in the comments below, so that we and everyone can know. And now, goodbye and see everyone in the next videos.